Welcome to the Bombadcast.
What is going on, everybody?
Woo! How's it going, fam? Welcome back to the podcast. We love you. We love you all.
It's nice to be back because this is like a couple of episodes in now on the podcast feed. It's almost about a month, actually. A month.
Well, I was gonna say we've been like probably more than a couple episodes on the
Yeah.
your podcast feed has been absolutely inundated. I mean, absolutely devastated. Just lousy with our voices.
It's been devastated. I walk in, I say it's been devastated.
I walk in, I look at this place, I say, this has been devastated. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, anyway, if it's your first time tuning in, we are the Bombadcast. We do a live show every Thursday.
That is right.
A podcast every Tuesday. I have a show called Bombad Gaming that has been a little bit on hiatus, but it could make a return in some capacity, especially with the new Ghostbusters stuff coming out. We'll talk about that later. I don't know why Jerry just appeared on screen, but all that being said, super excited to have everyone here to be able to do
what what wait, what happened?
It glitched out. We'll do that again. We'll start from the introduction. Okay. All right, here we go.
Yeah, let's go.
What's going on, Bombad fam? Super excited to be here tonight. Talk about Bad Batch.
What's up?
This is like our fourth episode on the podcast feed now, which is so surreal. We've been doing this for
it's crazy.
a month. How nice is that?
It's crazy. Yeah, you guys have been absolutely inundated. Just lousy. Your podcast feed is full to bursting with the child of our voices.
That's right. Left and right earlobes. Yes. They must be tingling.
Yeah. Yes.
I walk in this room and I say
like a swollen greyhound ready to give birth are your podcast. Your podcast feeds.
Oh, that's sickening. But that's life.
As you will. They a bus full of pregnant ladies, or like an actual greyhound.
I walk in and I say a bus full of pregnant ladies. I walk in and I say,
I look in, I see it. I see you. I say, oh, hey, look at this, a bus full of pregnant ladies.
A swollen greyhound too. No, thank you for joining. This is the Bombadcast. We do a live show every Thursday and a podcast every Tuesday, and we're talking about the Bad Batch season 3 today. So if you are
snap.
Well, Bad Batch is our bread and butter, and we talked to this before in the live show. We'll talk about it here. Jerry and I, the first Star Wars Celebration panel we went to together, we went in VIP too. We got some VIP, what do they call it, badges, and we went in and we watched the Clone Wars Season 7 panel, essentially a 2019 celebration. And while we were there, not knowing we'd start a podcast like 2 months later, not knowing we would be, during going through COVID when this was releasing, we watched it. And the very first clip they showed was from the Bad Batch arc. And I don't know, man, it's so weird to say that, but this show is coming to an end now. And this trailer really does deliver on that promise, man. And I cannot wait to watch this with you and talk about it with you. So we're going to watch a trailer live in the next few seconds. For those that are listening to it, you may have already seen it, so you can maybe skip through it. But we're going to watch it, give our reactions. We may even scrub through it and look for certain things. So this could be a better visual experience if you want. It'll drop on the YouTube channel as well the same day you're listening to it in your ears. But Jerry, how does it feel to know that this is coming to an end? Is this going to make you kind of sad? It will make me sad.
It's a little sad. It makes me kind of wonder what's next, because I have been on the record on this show and many shows saying I would watch this forever. Just a slow burn rise of the Empire. You could give me as many seasons as you possibly want to. But yeah, it's coming to an end, and it's going to be bittersweet. It's in my opinion one of the best animated projects, just one of the best Star Wars projects that they've put out in a while. It's one of my favorites. Also, I do have some tie to certain characters and everything, that being a dad, because I have a little something called Predictable Print.
I hope it made all the audience members jump. and jump out of fear.
Please don't crash your cars. Yeah, you're good. You're good. That's our new, if you're not used to it by now, just get used to it.
I completely agree with you wholeheartedly, because this show, and we had the privilege of covering it every episode last year, is a live stream on Wednesdays. We may end up doing that again. may end up doing that again. We may end up doing it again. I walk in and I say, may end up doing it again. We could do it again. We'll see.
This is like the first animated series, Star Wars animated series that we've gotten to cover together from start to finish.
Yes, because Rebels
Because
didn't exist.
Resistance, right?
Yeah,
Resistance was already on its way out and everything. I was making videos on my old Canon Drunker page and everything like that. Yeah, it was a little bean back then.
It's weird, man. Here we are, and we're doing this right now, and we're gonna actually watch this trailer at this very moment. So if you're a audio listener, you might have seen this. You might know what happens. But yeah,
you're gonna listen along with us as we talk over this thing,
and we'll probably end up scrubbing back through it. So let's watch it now. Hope everyone is excited as I am for this show, and I think this is going to be an experience to watch. Here we go.
Hold on! We've got troopers up top. We're running out of road!
Not exactly a stealth exit, boys.
Let's move!
I thought that the end of the war would mean an end to losing more of our brothers. But I was wrong. We can't just walk away.
I can't handle it.
With the Empire imprisoning the kid.
Secure her in a cell.
Omega's been waiting for us a long time. Our mission is not over yet.
A war's not over yet.
There is nothing of greater importance to secure the future of this empire. Whatever is needed to accomplish this goal, you will have it.
Cool.
They are coming. For all of you.
Give us a real challenge. Everyone, down!
We're not big on following orders.
I wasn't planning on killing you, but you're making it very tempting.
God, let's.
Woo! Chills. The rasp that gives you chills.
I have chills. Man. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss this show so much because all the trailers have been so top show. God,
yeah, not a trailer. Not a trailer for this show has this, but and honestly, the show hasn't disappointed.
Never
for me, and I mean like that. No, like it's. I understand some people find the show a little bit of a slow burn. It's been a good slow burn for me, and I believe you as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
and I think you're in an era that has always intrigued me, and we've never seen the actual passing of the torch, and now we're getting the TK troopers, right? We're getting these troopers that are from Ralph McQuarrie concept art, like in the trailer, because they were kind of a sneak. They were kind of like hinted at season 1 and a little bit of season 2, but this is full on like, no, these are the new ones. They're all in here, and like we can watch this trailer, shot by shot and kind of break down certain things, but I just like even this part where they're landing on top of the what is that called, Jerry? The one with the wheels.
Oh, that's Juggernaut.
Yes, the Juggernaut.
There. Yeah, trivia champion, soon to be trivia champion.
Beat Alden Diaz. But yeah, like
I'm gonna kick his ass.
I just love this trailer because you've got a combination of prequels, original trilogy too. You've got just the Bad Batch themselves, but also the fact that they're fighting Ralph McQuarrie TK troopers on top of. I mean, it's just there's so much going on. It's incredible.
There's a lot, and I am excited of like from the moment that we got that TK trooper design. I've wanted more and more and more and more and more of it.
Yeah.
I want that in live. Like, can you imagine getting the TK troopers in live action? Like,
not at all. That would be
going to happen.
I would love that.
It's going to happen. But I love, someone see like this has always been such a huge part of the lore and everything. Like with the Battlefront 2, original Battlefront 2 gameplay or whatever, like the story mode of that, you were like, it was like the Diary of the 501st, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of had like a pseudo story as to the switching of the Empire to like why the clones betrayed the Jedi and why they sound different in the older movies. And their thing was, oh, we just started cloning a bunch of different people, right?
Yeah.
And but now that we've got all this lore, like this is so much better.
So much better.
The chips in the head that take away the free will of the clones, which is evil, so evil. Turning the clones into droids is such a Palpatine move. You have just the way that they're literally, it's so fast. All right, we're phasing you guys out.
Yeah.
Like we're throwing you to a side. It doesn't really matter where you land. Like we're, we got.
I watched the episode where Crosshair goes and interacts with I forget that one clone trooper's name, and they're stationed on that ice planet, and it's like hell, and like everyone's dying around them. There's vultures, there's pirates trying to steal, locals trying to steal stuff, and like all I could think of as like that one commander was like, oh, you're obsolete, referring to the clones. I'm like, good. Who wants to work with obsolete technology is what they said about a clone trooper person. I'm like, man, this has been so much deeper. And this really is, to me, the bookend of Dave Filoni's first episode of Clone Wars, where it's Yoda talking to the clones and talking about identity, and you have identity in the Force. You know what I mean? Regardless of who you're cloned from, and you have identity in the Force.
Yeah.
That already means a lot to the living Force. Like, you are a full organism, regardless of, what you may think you are. You are a full individual. Absolutely. And then by the time this is all coming to an end, you're seeing like the phasing out of that person, which is insane. And, the titles have also dropped for all these episodes too, which is very important. We can look at those in a little bit. But
I was going to say, we'll look into that and speculate, of course.
So
but
one thing I noticed too in this trailer, if you can't tell, is Wrecker is holding someone in an orange jumpsuit, it looks like. See? Now, we don't know where these clips take place, but
there is an episode titled Juggernaut.
Oh, okay. I did not realize that.
So maybe we want to pull them up real quick.
Yeah,
I'll try to find it real quick here.
But you look at it and you see Wrecker holding someone who's very big, so I don't know who that could be. But then in this shot, Wrecker's no longer holding them. And that person, to me, looks like Crosshair's helmet right there on the far right.
Could be. I want to say that it is farther in the season too.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Look, wouldn't you say that looks like Crosshair's helmet? It's got like a little antenna on the top, on the far right.
Which one? The one on the far right?
Right, yeah.
Kind of looks it.
See, look, it's got a little antenna on top of it that moves with it. It does not look like Echo's helmet at all to me.
Okay, these are okay. I'm finding the season 2. I'm still trying to find. Here we go. Episode 12 is Juggernaut.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty late in the season.
Wow.
There are 1, 2, 3 episodes after that one.
3 episodes after that one. It might not be it then. I don't know. I wonder. I just don't know. The show, there's no indication of where it's started and finishing, but there's some cool things in here that we can actually look at for a second. Like this right here, the shot of this weird little freighter thing, and it's straight up a rip from what could have been Cloud City or the Death Star that Ralph McQuarrie made right there, and it's over Coruscant.
Well, I was gonna say, that's like one of the construction whatever pods that they used for the Death Star that were in Rebels.
Yes,
right?
yes. The space station thing. Yeah.
That shot's beautiful, by the way.
Oh, the shot's incredible.
The
That's
shot
the
of
one
Coruscant
thing.
And the thing over there.
There's some shots in this trailer that look like live action, and I cannot believe they aren't.
This is prestige television to me. Like this entire show is
totally, Jerry.
It's had some of the deepest themes I think that we've had. Like, I mean, Andor had some really deep themes too, of course. But just like when you're talking about deep themes involved in the lore of the entire saga, this is like Oh, you got looks like
His bow.
Omega's bow right there.
Yeah,
So maybe Omega's back with them at that point. I'm thinking we get Omega back quicker than we might think.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to like scroll back a little bit to we've got what is it? This is kind of the what do you call it? The montage of people of loss.
Yeah.
The montage of loss after Rex talks about it. I thought that at the end of the war, he says here that what does he say? It would mean an end to losing more of our brothers, which is a really fucking brutal line.
Yeah. But I was wrong.
When you think again about the autonomy of the clones and like how they've been treated.
Yep.
In all of this, just as they were a tool. They were created as a tool by Palpatine,
and they can't walk away from it. This is it. This is it for them. They thought they would
just walk away.
And I love that this is on Pabu, by the way, which is kind of devastating.
I was gonna say that's one of my notes is that the Empire's on Pabu, which
that means they found
is
paradise.
Brutal because of I mean, but that's part of the expansion. The Empire goes to planets the Republic never did. And just creates a presence on there. I love you also get a shot of Teth.
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of interesting. I'm wondering what we're at all going to be seeing there.
I do enjoy the fact that
possibly where they meet Ventress.
Omega is on Mount Tantus. And I love that Mount Tantus is a very real place in this. And like the last season, we had a couple of scenes of Mount Tantus, but this appears like we're going to have major arcs in Mount Tantus, which, for those that don't know, Legends, Mount Tantus is a place where Palpatine was cloned. It's a place where a lot of things happened in Heir to the Empire. So like to have the opportunity to maybe even continue that is possible because we don't know what they're working on, but we know that there's a Zillo beast there. We know that Dr. Hemlock is in charge of something things. And dude, everyone hates this guy. Everyone hates
Hemlock.
Is the one of the greatest villains.
Bastard.
Just a great villain in Star Wars.
Well, now we have him like in this trailer. We have shots of him walking like right behind Palpatine. Obviously, this guy's very important to Palpatine because we're all assuming this is Palpatine trying to figure out how to become immortal.
Yes.
Right? Like this is the beginning of him working on what happens in Rise of Skywalker, where I'm back. But he still, again, even in Rise of Skywalker, he hasn't quite figured it out.
Nope.
We haven't he hasn't quite come to a point because he needs Rey, he thinks, to
see. And I will address that in my video essay of midichlorians. That is addressed.
Coming soon, y'all.
Coming soon.
So I think there's potential for like even the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
That drop on the first night to be all Mount Tantus.
God, I love that.
So we get the titles for the first 3 that are all 3 dropping on February 21st, y'all. Are Confined, Paths Unknown, and Shadows of Tantus.
Oh my God,
what you could have is Confined. It could be Omega on Tantus. Then the second episode, what the Bad Batch is up to, and then back to Tantus. Or maybe they'll do a good mix. They kind of did a good mix in this show, where like we're going back and forth. We're kind of just like hopping all over the galaxy.
Yeah,
seeing what the story is.
And most people forget that the biggest cliffhanger from the most recent season was that this is Boba Fett and Omega's sister, right?
Yeah, she's another
unaltered clone.
Trans clone.
Yes.
Yeah.
The cool thing though is this clone is aged not double. No, double, right? This is a double. This is not a normal age clone like Omega.
Accelerated growth. Yeah. Omega doesn't have the growth acceleration.
Yes. But
this one does. Might.
Yeah, I forget.
Honestly, I don't think it's been said. I don't think it's been said.
I thought that she had a name.
I'm excited to learn more about her though.
Hold on.
Because there was that good reveal at the end of last season.
Emiri Carr.
Yep.
Feels like genetically Omega's sister. Yeah, I love this. And I love that she has to look out. Like she has a cell of some capacity that does look out to the outside world, which is very interesting because she had longed so forever to be able to explore a place other than Camino. Well, then this arc happens, and now she's in a mountain on a green planet, and she can't even go and experience that planet. Whereas, her entire life she was bound by rain and water, but now she's just bound by the the knowledge that she has of being a cloner, because she is, her
It's
is
worse.
isn't Lana Say, is that the character from this show?
Nala
they got
say, yeah.
Nala Say, yeah, because they got Tanwi, they got, and
Nala
then
say, namaste,
yeah,
namaste,
Nala Say.
namaste.
That's like your Pikachu joke. But look, you can see this is a
Sorry.
continuation.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's got to be the Havoc Marauder, isn't it?
Havoc Marauder.
Yeah. No, it's not. That's a different ship.
Well, I would say that might be when they're escaping after with Fee.
Yes,
or
that would
whatever,
make sense. Yeah, that is definitely Fee. Yeah. But like this, we got Ian McDermott full on back as Palpatine, which is so exciting.
This shot is so cool because these
So
are all the
cool.
TK troopers and then commandos, right?
Yep.
Clone
Yep. And
commandos.
you can see what's
'Cause
the
clone commanders are still
what's the walker
clone
from
commanders are still
Rebels?
the ATDP.
Yeah, it's right there too.
Oh yeah, you got a couple. Looks like a couple of them right there, an early version.
Yeah, but no, I agree. The Imperial Commandos, man. I mean, that's crazy,
It's
freaking
weird.
wild. And there's so many. Look, they're that first row, if you can tell. They're all that. They've got the
They've
backpacks
got
on.
the big chonky armor and stuff like that. Yeah.
There is nothing greater. There's nothing of greater importance. Yeah, look, you can see them all right there. TK troopers and Imperial Commander. It's just so cool. You get to see
Just
Imperial
look at this
guards.
shot.
Oh,
This shot goes so hard, and I know this is like this is the aged up Clone Wars animation. So this is like it's just such another level. I want them. I know we're getting Tales of the Jedi. I want another series in this medium. But yeah, so he says this is of the utmost importance. Whatever is needed to accomplish this goal.
Yeah,
let's get his actual words here. There's nothing of greater importance to secure the future of this empire. This is whatever is needed to accomplish this goal, you will have it.
It's such a wild
So
line.
let's pause right there. So this is it's official. We are officially starting to get
Final Order
actual information at this point.
And we don't know who this is, by the way. We have no idea who this is.
Right. I wrote in my notes a new helmet character.
Yeah, I don't think it's Crosshair. I don't think Crosshair would be doing this at this point, but I love that they have the drop down.
Either.
They have the drop down.
I know a lot of people. Yeah, the little targeting thing like the Mandalorians have on their helmets.
Yeah,
I don't think it is either. I know a lot of people were saying that is Tech, but honestly, if Tech comes back, I'm not going to be upset. Like whatever the story needs.
Yes,
but I don't think Tech is coming back because I think this is a story. This is a story of survival.
I agree.
Not that I think he has to stay dead or it cheapens it, because I think that there are ways to get around there's always ways to get around everything.
Yeah.
You know, if you're Chris Ryans, you think this story ends with them becoming a Scar Squadron, brainwashed, working for the Empire. I hope it doesn't end like that.
I would be devastated.
I would be so devastated. Chris, I love you. I hope you're wrong. But no, just like I'm just still on the whole, like we are going to be getting more into the nitty gritty of Palpatine's dealings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
I did, but it's funny too because
I want to see the beginnings of that plan.
Of course.
And all of that, you know.
It's the fact that we have it paid off in Tross is going to be so nice to see it get built up throughout this show and other subsequent shows that could happen.
People are always talking about the Clone Warsification of the sequel trilogy. And this is the beginning. I mean, the Mandalorian's doing that too, and your mileage may vary apparently with that.
Yeah,
but this is the Clone Warsification of what happens in the sequel trilogy.
Oh, of course, and it's okay.
Absolutely, I love when these are one story.
Yeah,
like all the films, all the shows, everything fits together into this that we have here. Like
I'd rather it be that way than have it be disjointed and different voices muddying up the waters. Like it seems coherent. That's why the story groups establish. That's why people like Pablo exist and Matt Martin and Leland Shee. Like those people exist because you want to have continuity and we know for a fact Brad Rao and Jennifer Corbett work with them almost all the time. They exclusively
Right.
work together, and they write this show, and they even mentioned it in the article about Asajj Ventress. Like, yes, we are sticking to Dark Disciple. We are not going to step on anything that's already been established. And
Right.
people are all
But
mad about Kanan showing up. Is that what you're going to bring up? Was it the Kanan show?
well, not Kanan showing up. I'm just saying spoilers for Dark Disciple, but they laid her to rest
Yes.
in the healing pool,
Mm-hmm.
the water where they baptized the Night Sisters. They laid her in one of those kind of pools.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be surprised. And honestly, I want it to be she's just alive again so she can just show up.
Yes. Yes.
Because I think that character of all of them, and people have said, they're for this one because it's not just a scrungly old man coming back and stuff, which is it should be equal opportunity. Star Wars should be for all of for the guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Everyone can come back.
Everyone can come back.
I'm honestly fine with it. Just tell me a cool story. Tell me a cool story. I'm not gonna fight you.
Same. Honestly, same. And I like this too, by the way, to bring this up. I think this is fantastic, this shot, because this is obviously an homage to episode 3. It's the 3rd season of this show, and it's a digital zoom. Like, it's a super crazy rack focused digital zoom. And like, it is straight up an homage to Revenge of the Sith. Because it was, you remember that scene as a kid?
All those missiles flying. Yeah, for those of you listening, it's the Juggernaut coming onto the bridge.
Yes.
And shooting the missiles. And just that rack focus is so good.
It's so good. And I also love seeing the TK troopers up close and personal, one flying a ship, obviously, or piloting something.
I want the TK troopers forever. They're my favorite.
Who's CX1? Is that a destination we already know? Is that
they are coming? No, I guess it must be that guy. Or did they give the commandos the trooper designations now? I guess. Oh, CX would make sense.
CX1 for a commando. Yeah, CX1. It says on Wikipedia, CX1 was a clone trooper during the Imperial as a clone of the human Jango Fett. This one had a black hair and tan skin. CX1 wore black armor. So I think it's that one that was in the commanding shot. Yeah.
Is that one of the ones from the video game, maybe?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. And look, Fennec Shand, Cad Bane. And they haven't been since season 1, right, Jerry? Or they should have been season 2. I don't remember.
Cad Bane hasn't been, I'm pretty sure. I got to rewatch. I need to rewatch before it comes out.
I'm going to.
I need to get on it.
I've
been doing some Ghostbusters research for our Ghostbusters stuff that's coming up eventually, guys. Spoilers.
Ghostbusters month, baby. So Cad Bane was in season 1 because we interviewed Seth Green around when that episode was airing. When he was Toto 360. So yeah, God, man.
That's right.
Oh, it's so weird that we interviewed Seth Green. Incredible. But yeah, Fennec Shand and Cad Bane are back, which means Toto 360's in there, and that's Nalase. And I don't know which clone this is, but they have a great voice. It's a different clone for sure.
All of you. Wait. So go back. Isn't that CX1?
I don't think so. Let's see. Hold on. Let's
back up and see if it fit for all of. They are coming for all of you.
They are coming for all of you.
Okay, that was CX1.
That is CX1.
And then who is this? Wolf?
The Bad Batch.
Is this Wolf? Right?
That's Wolf. Wolf right there. Incredible. So we know that Rex eventually ends up with Gregor and Wolf. We've seen Gregor. They've already helped Gregor escape.
Yeah.
And I mean, even though it's just the 3 of them, I don't think that it has to be like doom and gloom for the rest of them.
I don't think so.
I mean, it ends badly for a lot of that's in the design of everything. The troops have a hard time because the Empire is fucking dictatorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing,
they're fascists. They don't care. They throw them away like garbage.
I love that Wolf in this shot too, to bring up next to his super commando, 2 clones on his left and right, then 3 TK troopers across the back. So you're looking at like 3, almost 4 generations of unique Star Wars helmeted designs that we all thought were like very much phases. We always thought that phase was this, because the super commando is a cross between a phase 3 and a phase, phase 1, I believe.
It's
So-
like phase 1 and phase
Um,
3. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
just oh, I love this. This is everything I love, man. It's like the prequels coming
Yeah.
to an end. And I know that sounds really silly because Kenobi felt like the prequels coming to an end, and a little bit of Andor, and a little bit of Bad Batch and Rebels, all these
Right.
like the
It's that
prequels coming to an end. But it's doing a better job
Dark
at saying,
Times.
it's doing a better job at saying this is all one story. Nothing really ends. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. No, which is what I love. I love like
course.
everything. I love seeing that's why I call myself canon junkie, because I love seeing like Ray at a bar and there's like a clone trooper helmet or something,
Oh.
like just to, like, and all of that stuff. I want to see all of it, because if it's a real world, it's all there, right?
Exactly.
That's what makes it feel more real. That's what makes it feel real.
And
But no, it looks like they're gonna it's gonna take some coercing to get Wolf back. Maybe it's a hard fought victory getting Wolf back. Like
Yeah.
maybe they're gonna take him out, and Rex refuses to let them like kill Wolf or something.
That could be the
like,
case. You're not wrong. I just love at this point in terms of
There's
speculation.
so much drama in this show.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I just love at this point in
Oh, yeah.
speculation. It's so up in the air, and this show always satisfies me. So I know whatever they give us, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, perfect. Because like you
Yeah.
are now bridging Clone Wars and Rebels, which are two very different things,
Mhm.
and have the same characters in them. And we know there's a handful
It's
that do
just
not
so
appear in Rebels, and maybe we'll get reasons why.
Right.
And like you said, not everyone has to die. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's going to be a reason why we
No.
don't see Wrecker and Omega and all these other characters
Right.
later. There has to be a reason, and it could be death, but I'm leaning towards it's not. I mean, I look at my poster right there in my head, the Bad Batch poster from Celebration. I'm just
Yes.
like, oh, just God bless it. Just
Not that
love the
there's-
crew.
There's already been loss. Like, so that's one of the things too, is like the stakes are so freaking high
They are
with this, because I don't think anyone saw. I didn't foresee Tech dying last
Not in
season.
that way.
I didn't
Nope.
foresee that at all. That hit me out of the blue. I'm remembering now how much of a mess of tears I am through most of these episodes when they're done. So this is gonna be like an emotional roller coaster.
Ruined.
I'm gonna be crying, going between crying about this and crying about Ghostbusters. Yes, I
Ghostbusters?
will cry about Ghostbusters, especially when we get to Afterlife. So just get ready.
So this looks like it could be CX1, right? With a flamethrower?
Yeah, it's got that kind of black armor set flamethrower.
Is it the
It looks
same
like he's got like honestly, it kind of
Yeah,
looks
it's
like
the
that
same
armor a little bit.
It's the same armor. Look. Maybe
It's a little
bit
different. It's a little
bit.
different, but that's definitely one of the clones that is still chipped, and I don't know, maybe not. It's hard to tell.
God,
Great
this
shot of
Omega,
Omega flying the ship,
badass.
so serious. She's such a little badass. She's so awesome. Oh man.
God, I'm gonna miss Wrecker. I love Wrecker. Oh, look at this creature that
miss
pops out the
Wrecker.
water. It's like they're in Louisiana. Got the big
Fucking space Louisiana.
Oh, it's pulling. Who is that?
Is
Is
it
that
Hunter?
Echo? It's no Hunter is holding. Let's see. Hold on. I can't tell if it's Hunter or Echo. Let's see. I think it's Hunter.
I think it's Hunter.
I love it. You know he's not in
got
danger.
both hands.
Dude, it's straight up a gator. It's got teeth in the right area. It's not a crocodile.
It's
That's
straight
a
up,
gator,
yeah.
baby.
That's a gator.
Let's look at it. I'm gonna kill this gator.
Shoot him, man! The
Shoot
record's
him.
about to go. Shoot him, Elizabeth. Shoot him, Echo. Shoot him.
Shoot him, Echo. Shoot him. Oh, and Fennec
Shoot him,
Shand's
Echo.
in the boat. Fennec Shand's in the boat. Holy
Oh
shit.
shit!
No
Look
one
at
else
the
has
boat,
noticed that.
dude. That is a fucking fan
no.
boat. That is a fan boat. They are going croc hunting with Fennec Shand.
Dude, what in the
Fennec
what in
Shand is
the
like
fuck
Fennec
is happening? This is
Fennec
amazing.
Shand is like, I need you to do a job with me and my buddy Troy Landry.
we're gonna go
For
hunt
real.
gators. We're gonna hunt space gators. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay, do you remember?
Look, we're gonna have to do an entire episode about Space Louisiana.
Do you
Because they
remember
legitimately are making Space Louisiana.
right here, Toodle Elizabeth? Do you remember when Admiral Rampart's Black Series code name was like General Louisiana or something stupid?
Louisiana. Yeah, it
This
was
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always wonder what that meant. Maybe this is the return of Rampart. Could you imagine? They're gonna
Maybe
go
that's
break
his-
Rampart.
He just got fired.
Could you imagine?
I fucking shit myself. That would be so great. Again, yeah.
Okay.
Those of you new listeners and stuff, Scotty is
Baton-
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Go look
this
him up.
ship. This ship is
Your address.
Yeah, I can do that. This ship, if you join our Patreon,
sorry,
you
this
get it. This is the coolest ship design I have seen in a minute. Oh,
yeah.
it looks backwards. I love it.
I love ships that are like you can't tell the front end from the back end.
I think
Anything
what
like
this
that.
could be, and this could be some cool design. This could be like a tip of a Star Destroyer that detaches. Because look, it's got like this almost something that could
Oh,
slide
yeah,
and
maybe.
lock. I don't know. I love
Something
when you can play with that. You can play with that aesthetic. And Bad Batch
Or
has
maybe
always
it's like
done
the
that.
beginning of like a what is that? It could be like the beginning of different types of Star Destroyers and stuff like that too.
So
Like
it's
a
not-
new type of cruiser.
Yeah, it could be. Oh God, isn't it cool?
That's really cool. I don't know. You can't tell the size of it from the shot.
No, you can't. Okay, this one
We're gonna fight.
Is this one in purple armor with a sword? No, the gun. Who has purple armor? Do we know?
I'm not sure.
That's purple.
Oh, you know what would be really cool is by the end of this, we get a storm or a clone trooper rebellion, a mini clone trooper rebellion
Oh,
that is put down really quickly, but just like one last fighting breath from the clones, like a redemption in their own minds. Not that they need it, they don't need it, but in their own minds, you know, they're probably like, we got duped.
oh
Like,
yeah.
we got like the shaft on this, and now we are being treated as less than people. What is going on? Like, just to have, can you imagine having the last gasping breath? Like, we're gonna try to take this shit down, and it gets stomped out. But
Yeah.
just like how incredible would that be?
I
Everyone's
love
been
that.
wanting a stormtrooper rebellion.
Ever.
Where we get, like,
We talked about that the first time we were covering Bad Batch because I thought the season would end on Camino being an uprising that was led by the Bad Batch, and that's why Topeka City gets destroyed, is because the Empire just destroys it.
This.
Yeah, this could be it, and it could be better.
Look at these episode titles again. We got let's see, Combined, Paths Unknown, Shadows of Tantus on February 21st, February 28th, my birthday. A different approach. Let's see, next week, The Return. 2 episodes on March 13th, Infiltration and Extraction. March 20th, Bad Territory. March 27th, The Harbinger. April 3rd, we've got 2 episodes, Identity Crisis and Point of No Return. April 10th, Juggernaut. April 17th, Into the Breach. April 24th, Flash Strike. And episode 15, the finale, The Cavalry Has Arrived.
Cavalry has arrived.
I mean, I'm feeling less confident with it after reading the titles, but at the same time, there's no way to know. Well, Flash Strike, I mean, they could at least put together a small group of clones, and they do some damage to something. Maybe Palpatine has to move operations from Mount Tantus to somewhere else. Like, well, he's already got his lab. We already know in the prequels and everything. He's got his lab out on.
Yes. One thing I want to point out too in this shot for those that are watching it or listening at home or in your car or while you're jerking it, what you see right here is totally a shot of Crosshair, 100%. You can see the backpack and everything.
Oh yeah,
I'm convinced with the sharpshooter, they're all lined up. I think Crosshair is going to join the Bad Batch way sooner than we think. I think he's going to fill that void that Tech has left. I really do.
Right. I think that we are going to get him and Omega back earlier than people think.
Yeah,
I do. I really do think that. And maybe not, because maybe people feel like the stakes are gone if Omega's back right at the beginning. But at the same time, there's a fascist regime trying to kill them.
It's still called the Bad Batch. It's not going to be the Bad Batch is the title for a reason. And we've been waiting for this reunion of sorts, and I think we're going to finally get it. And I look at this structure here. This is interesting. It looks a little bit like
that's Mount Tantus.
Yeah, I never realized how much it looked like
at night.
It does look like Exegol there, though.
Let's say that's I believe that's Mount Tantus at night, and that might be like Fee and them like swooping in.
Yeah, and this is a ship firing at some TK troopers that are out in the forest for some reason. Yeah, this show always delivers. Oh, and who just jumped on?
Yeah.
That can't tell who that is. That looks like Hunter.
I
That's
want to say Hunter.
yeah, it's definitely Hunter.
Hunter's always jumping onto stuff.
Oh, and he pulls.
Hunter be
Okay.
jumping.
Oh, God, this is such a good show. I cannot wait.
It's very good. It's very
Okay,
good.
and we can talk about this last
Big
little
reveal.
moment in the trailer. A huge reveal. Asajj Ventress, yellow lightsaber, amazing haircut. One of my students, I watched this trailer with one of my girl students, Rowan, and she was straight up like, they gave her a Karen cut. And I'm like, you know what? She's got a point because back in 2013 or 14 when that book came out, like that was a pretty popular haircut. You know what I mean? I knew a bunch of girls that had haircuts like that.
And it's more of the short on the sides,
Yes.
long on the other side kind of
Yes.
thing. It's supposed to be a more punk feel to it.
Very punk. Yeah.
Taking the Karen back. She's taking Karen back. Yep.
But so what did you feel when you saw this, man? Were you pumped about Asajj Ventress? I sure was. I was ready.
I mean, when you hear the voice,
oh my
you're
God.
like immediately you're like, hold on. My brain was like, oh, is this like that voice actor doing another character? I was like, no,
Yeah.
that's Asajj Ventress.
Let's hear it. Let's
do her.
I wasn't planning on killing you, but you're making it very tempting.
Because you don't see her till after she says that line.
Yep.
But it was but you're making it very tempting. I was like, that's Ventress. Ventress is
God.
back. Holy shit. And then you see her possibly going after the Bad Batch. We don't know.
We don't know. That's the thing. I think people are assuming too much. But someone's firing at her, and she is obviously hitting bolts back. You see there's blue bolts coming from behind.
With a yellow saber.
With a yellow saber. And it's framed like the Bad Batch was shooting, but there's no way because it's two different backgrounds. Unless they're in a cave, which I don't foresee that happening on Pabu. Because that looks like Pabu, like sunset right there. You know what I mean?
God, I love her growing her hair back ultimately.
Yes.
Just I know we were off of that already, just like showing her doing what she wants to, like showing her freedom.
Yes.
It feels like.
God bless, man. And it's funny because this is the every season we've had a lightsaber, at least in one part of the season. So we had Gunji last season. We had Kanan and Lapa in the first season, and now we've got Asajj Ventress with the lightsaber. And I think seeing her do this really reminds me of how much I miss seeing lightsaber battles in animation. And like, look, she clearly has the curved hilt. I mean, that is the curved hilt.
Yeah.
And what a better way to end the Clone Wars series in this way, because Asajj Ventress was like the debut villain for Clone Wars. You know what I mean? Both.
Yeah, well, I mean, even back to the Genndy Tartakovsky one, where
yes,
she was like the main little throwaway villain they kind of put in there.
I've got to grab something, Jerry, because it's just interesting that it's.
Oh, you're good. Well, I just remember when she was introduced in that, I was just enamored with the thought of this new Sith that we didn't know anything about, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of like coming in here and I mean, almost killing Anakin, having that intense battle.
So for our audio listeners right
canon.
now, I want to show Jerry something on air. I think he might have saw it when he was in Baton Rouge the couple of times he's been down here.
Right.
Let's
see
had
here.
a friend of mine who had this lightsaber, and it's a 2008, and it's apparently a very rare Force Effects lightsaber. It is the Asajj Ventress 2008 Force Effects lightsaber, held together by a drum head screw. So it's the perfect size, the drum head screw. But what makes it funnier, I bought this. I did not buy this from him. He literally is like, I'm like, Stevie, I'm like, how much would you be willing to like how much would I have to pay to get this from you? He goes, we'll just go to Taco Bell, dude. And we went to Taco Bell, and I paid for his Taco Bell, and he gave me this. I think it's like a $600 because you could buy two, and you could screw it on and have the break apart double.
Oh
yeah.
So cool.
2008. This is real
cool
shit,
feature.
and it's so cool to see it on the.
That is beautiful.
It's so cool to see it right now on screen with her using it. So she could have bled the crystal. She could have changed the crystal, but it's really kind of cool to see that they stuck to that weird, curb design, because this doesn't look very much like Kamari Vose's. You know, I mean, that's who it's based on, obviously. But
Right.
I'm just saying I like that they stuck with the blockier look. You can even tell, like you can tell from this angle, it's the same exact hilt. Like it's these.
I love that they kind of kept that like same like striped look as well. Because I mean, on the original Tartakovsky one, it was like an actual it was like a ribbon, a black ribbon.
Yes.
Kind of like on an actual katana.
Uh-huh.
That they had. And I love that they kept I honestly I would love for her to get something like that again. Like more of the katana look.
Oh.
Anyway.
What a cool time to live in, man.
So
I mean, this is a great final shot for the trailer. It's a great way to end this discussion, but like seeing this happen was a treat for people that have been invested since. You know, you've been watching it the longest, if I'm going to be real with you. You had been watching Clone Wars since it started, right, Jerry? You watched the movie at least.
Right. Well, so the first 2 seasons have been released on DVD before I actually got around to watching it. But I think I started when the 3rd season started coming out because like it was
so like 2010, right?
Probably around
2011.
Well, I want to say it was earlier than that, but I might
could have been. I don't know. All I know is I started watching Clone Wars.
I don't know how fast
in 2014. That's when I started watching Clone Wars. That was it.
That's crazy.
So 10 years.
Yeah, I remember catching a few episodes on Cartoon Network while it was airing. And then go on. I really want to watch this show. Like I'm gonna have to like actually buy it.
Well, now to talk about it, you know, and see this character have maybe somewhat of a conclusion is just fantastic. It excites me so much. It's thrilled.
Insane. It's insane that we're here. It's insane that that it's still around. It's insane that we have more than just. Yeah. Because for a while it was like that's all it was going to be was the animated shows.
Yeah.
Forever. And we have a spoil. We have a spoil of riches.
Oh, we do.
And just listen. If you don't like the thing that's out currently, just wait around. I mean, I'm sure something else will catch your interest.
Jerry,
seriously,
just be patient. You'll like something or another.
The big dad energy from me tonight. But yeah.
This logo's different.
Absolutely.
I like this logo's more of a metal look too. I like that it's got like almost a Boba Fett kind of feel to it, and I love it pops more, and I love all the Bad Batch.
It's gotten more rusted every year.
Yes,
every year gets a little more rusty.
Well, this has been a good discussion on this, man. Is there anything you wanted to say? Because we do plan on covering this stuff as it comes out. We don't know when they're dropping yet. We don't know if they're dropping in the mornings or in the evenings. Yeah. So if once that's figured out, and if you like this discussion and you want more of it, we will be doing live streams, hopefully after it airs in the evening. At least that's what I hope for. So
we're hoping. Yeah, we'll have to see. Sometimes I'm a sleepy boy. So you gotta watch out for that.
It's not easy for us to record in the mornings since we both have different dates. We both are in different time zones and our jobs start at different times. So
exactly. We'll figure it out. Listen, go to our Patreon and give us money so we can do this full time, and we can have it out for you like right at like we'll shit it out for you at the end of the day.
Yes,
I mean, come on, an hour after it comes out, we can have a fresh, piping hot, steaming pile of content for you. So.
Eat it up.
Hey, get on, get some jambalaya. Shoot him, Rekka, shoot him.
I'm tweeting that literally the second we stop this recording. Anyway, everyone, thank you for joining. I am Scotty Jarrow. You can follow me at the Scott Jarrow. This is Jerry, the Canon Junkie Cable. You can follow him at the Canon Junkie on Twitter. We've been doing this now for 5 years almost. And if you're new to this and you enjoy this, by all means, like, share with your family, subscribe. Make sure you follow us in your podcast feed. And of course, as always, Jerry, what should they do?
Hold on, because we're doing podcasts now. We're bad at doing podcasts. We're not bad at doing podcasts, but we forget the podcast things. Go to Apple Podcast and review our podcast so we can move up the rankings and get more stuff. The more our show wins, the more you win.
Yes.
The more you win, Elizabeth. Anyway, until next time, stay bombad. Shoot 'em, Rekka, shoot 'em.